Vision casting. Go. All right, we'll hold all questions until the end so we can get through this because I'm very excited. You all have a sheet in front of you, correct? And if you look at the top, I want to teach you how we make our money. And it's so fun because we've talked a lot about selling. We sell the product. We make 50%. We did our 60-40. We actually make 40. But what I want you to know is that you need to know your company. And so in parentheses, it says advanced brochure. Where can you find that? In Touch. Do a search. Mine is in front of me right now. But actually, it's in this binder. Yes, let's show that. This is your whole marketing plan. How do you earn a car? How do you earn commissions? I'm going to give you the basic marketing plan today. Because this business is, and let's pass that around. Good. Advanced brochure. This is what it looks like. Print it off. Know your marketing plan. Know that what you make as a senior consultant, a red jacket, a team leader, your magic numbers are 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. Never changes. 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. We're going to go through that. But your business is like an oar. You're rowing a boat. And I learned this from my friend Holly. You're rowing a boat. Okay, I don't know if you row this way or that way. I don't know what to do. But anyways, if one is sales, this is your right oar, okay? One is recruiting. Okay, if you're only doing sales, and think of a boat, where are you going to go? Circles, okay? What if you're only recruiting? What's going to happen? Circles. But if you're doing both, you're going to build your business. You're going to go straight forward. So this is what I want you to know as a new consultant. And once I adopted this philosophy, our business boomed. I went from just doing power starts of 30 faces a month to doing 30 faces a month and recruiting from every single appointment. From booking follow-ups at every single appointment, getting referrals, because don't you guys want to work smart and not hard? Yeah. And if you have one party, wouldn't you want to walk out of there with 2 more? And then you have those 2 parties and walk out with 4? And keep your business going. This is a skill that you practice at home. But let's talk about the left oar. Let's talk about sales. Let's talk about sharing the product. Many different ways to do it. But number 1, on the face is the best way to do it. Skincare classes, facials, parties, pampering sessions, whatever you want to call them. I mimic whatever she calls them. Would you like to, can I borrow your face? I promise I'll give it back. This is the best booking script I've ever used. It's actually recorded on InTouch for new consultants. You guys can go see me on InTouch. But can I borrow your face? I promise I'll give it back. I'm going to challenge to see 30 faces in 30 days. Can I get your opinion? Women love to help you with a challenge. They love to give you their opinion. They will let you borrow their face. And girl, will you share it with a couple girlfriends? And do you know anybody with skin that I could borrow their face to? And I will give you hostess credit for 3 to 5 friends. Okay, simple. On the face. Number 2, on the go. This is why you always want to be prepared. Have business cards, have books, have samples with you. On the go, you're at the bank and somebody says, oh, you sell Mary Kay. Or you're wearing your Mary Kay pin out and about or your badge. Always be prepared. On the go, I carry product with me in my car. I carry my inventory with me. I order from MK Connections, those big rolling totes. And I'm a thrifty person. So for years, I spent so much money on coolers and suitcases and looking crazy. And these are insulated bags, okay? In the heat, or in the winter, you bring them in. But you know what's great, you guys, when you bring them into your parties. So I have the little rolling totes that I use for my skincare class that goes into the kitchen. Then I bring my inventory and I put it in the corner, beautifully displayed, because it's all in those MK Connections bags, tax deductible, by the way. And you put those in the corner in the living room. When you're doing individual closes with people, and you can go right then and there and get their inventory and give it to them, they walk into the kitchen with their Mary Kay bag of product. You just upsold people by 70% if you have the product on hand. It's even more powerful if you have it in their living room. Take 2 trips so you don't look like a bag lady. Bring your skincare class and supplies one time, your inventory totes, put it in the corner, okay? And even if you tell them my trunk is loaded, if they see that inventory in that corner, more importantly, they see that first person coming into the kitchen with their product, you upsold everybody. That's why I've done National Court of Sales. Okay, on the go, be prepared. Number 3, online. We already talked about a website and having your pro pay attached. Number 4, on paper, we talked about preferred customer. And number 5, a product preview. This is where you do hand facials. I love to do waterless pedicure parties. The agenda is on my UnitNet site under Skincare Class Prep. Everything you need to know about Nikki is on her UnitNet site under Skincare Class Prep. Okay, we already talked about this. A perfect start is 15 faces in 15 days. Power start, 30 faces in 30 days. It's 1 to 2 parties a week, 5 to 6 people. It's not even 40 hours a week, my friends. You can can build this business by bringing people to your weekly success night and a weekend event. You can become a DIQ, a sales director, by working 2 appointments a week. More to do it faster, okay? It is just focus time. The perfect skincare class. This is your goal at every single party. This is what we called working full circle. A, find your next new team member. Find your next new team member. It's not to sell the product. It's to find your next new team member. Because I'm going to show you how, making 50% is great. But wow. Commission checks. Sales, this is what I learned. Sales is the immediate. Sales sent my family and me to Europe. It bought bedroom furniture. Commissions is your future. Commissions has paid for high school, preparatory school where my daughter goes. It has paid for college already when my kids are 16 and 13. We're going to go buy a car for my daughter with cash. That's the future, you guys. Okay, all these different things. All right, so B is to book at least 2 follow-up parties. If you listen to my skincare class recording, you will hear everything I do, and I always walk away with 2 bookings because I practiced it at home. Because I never wanted to go out and meet strangers. That's just me. I can do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay? And I've even moved 3 times, and I've never done that.
I've already been self-rehearsing in my head while I'm out shopping. I'm using my business cards.
You're getting good, though. You're good.
And you can do that if you want to. That's the thing. If you choose to do those things, you can. I have chosen not to ever do that. I will start with a face, and I will book her for a follow-up. Okay? You can listen to my class. It's on there. C, you want to get referrals. And D, you get sales. You sell sets. Always work with a set sheet from your sales director because you can't just hand somebody a catalog. Their brain is too confused. Our brains work in sets. How do you book 2 follow-ups? I'm going to give you guys just a couple tips. I always play a follow-up game. Every time I say the word follow-up, this is their first of 2 appointments. Their first appointment, I focus on skincare. I do a dash out the door look. At their follow-up, they get to do full glamour, and they can try more supplements. But I also want to make sure that they love the product because it's 100% guaranteed. Okay? You'd give them different reasons to wanting to see you again. This is what I know. My customers that have been with me for life have always had a follow-up. If you see a person once, you can't make that connection. A follow-up, Mary Kay taught this. Okay, she always taught to have a follow-up because you build that customer for life. And at that follow-up, you bet I make sure my magnet's on her fridge. Go to her fridge and make sure. Okay, so I play a follow-up game. Wrap up a color card, wrap up a mini hand cream, wrap up a satin hand sampler that you got in your starter kit. Every time you say the word follow-up, they pass it around. They remind you to say it if you forget. I always have a gift in the middle of the table wrapped up pretty, and I use a travel roll-up bag, always. And if she books her own follow-up, then I'll do a satin hand, something around that price range. But it's wrapped up, even though she knows that's what she's getting. It's a gift. And so I play the referral game. I have them turn over their profile cards in the middle of the class, and I say, grab your cell phones. I don't ask, I tell. Grab your cell phones. And we're going to play a game, and I'm going to give you a ticket for every name and number that you write down. And I want you to think of who you would like to invite to your follow-up appointment. What best girlfriends do you want to give a free makeover to? And they're going to write down, I'm going to give them a time limit of 3 minutes. Okay, then you do a little prize for them. Okay, everybody's in prize mode. This is all psychological. They're in prize mode. So, so-and-so, Rhonda, you just got a prize. So then I tell the hostess, I say, Julie, open up that prize in the middle of the table. She opens it up, and it's a travel roll-up bag. And I say, girl, and I'm only looking at her, girl, you get to keep that when 2 of your friends schedule their follow-ups with me right now. I don't lose eye contact, but where are your eyes going to go?
And then all my friends.
All your friends are going to be like, girl, you're my best friend, book one. Yes, you guys want to have one, right? Yes. And I will pass her on my date book right then and there. Because, man, alive, my confidence just built, right? I already got referrals. I got one of my goals. And if I book 2 follow-ups right then and there, bam, okay? Then you get to keep that. You're touching it and feeling it. And you know what? If only one of her best friends books, she's going to book again. She's going to book herself for another party. You bet. So she gets to keep that. And I give it to her right then and there. I do. And so that's how I get referrals. That's how I get the bookings. You talk about it 7 times. 7 is the magic number for our brain. So if you mention follow-up 7 times, they're going to say, I get one. And then in the individual close, you don't ask, you tell, I need to see you. You know, I need to see you within 2 weeks. Mary Kay always said 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. 2 months becomes your 3 months because it's your preferred customer follow-up. 2 days, you call everybody to make sure they're happy, no matter if they bought anything or not, because they might buy something in 2 days when you call them. 2 weeks, you do their follow-up. You want to make sure they love their product. Okay? So that's my philosophy. My philosophy is everybody gets a follow-up. And you know what? Is that, Tara, if you don't want to do a follow-up but you want to come to hers, great, I'm going to see you twice. I'm going to see everybody twice no matter what. Whether they book or they come to their friend's follow-up. And they might all book their follow-up together, and some of my consultants, they get so sad with that, and I'm like, why? I'm going to build those relationships. And you know what? Their follow-up, if they bring me one new person, you bet I'm going to book her for a follow-up. I always say, try to get at least one new person or two, and go from there. Okay, so that is your perfect skincare class. And look at the bottom. You can be 20 classes away from DIQ, Director in Qualification. Let's go to the right. Okay, we're going to go to the right, and we're going to come back to the left. Okay, so sharing the marketing plan. How do you do this? Number one, at your parties. This is where the layering begins. And you can write a couple things down from the party. Okay, your I story. You want to share your I story. You want to say the magic words that Mary Kay taught. So I do introductions, I share my I story, your past, present, future. That's your 60-second elevator story. So you want to perfect that, write it down, email it to your director. Okay, she'll love it. She'll be like, what? Nikki made you do what? Yes, do it. Okay, then you also want to do something else at your party. It's actually like 3 different things at your party. Your I story, and then you want to lean in after everybody does their introductions and say, and look in my eyes. Mary Kay always said, there's at least one new beauty consultant at every appointment. Who do y'all think it is? And they're all going to point to somebody. Okay? Ding, 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 ding. Your goal is to get a new recruit, right? Okay, you hone in on her and your hostess usually. But they're going to pick somebody, and it's so fun. And they laugh and whatever. Okay, another thing, the third thing that you do at a party is you do some kind of marketing. Every unit has different things, but this is all under number 1 at your party. Your I story, sharing that Mary Kay always said, and some kind of marketing. Pink marketing, this is on my UnitNet site under Skincare Class Prep. I just taught a new one this morning, a personality training. This will go up on my UnitNet site on Monday. Marketing bags, Mrs. F. Cab. If you've watched your director do a party or seen marketing at the Success Night, you just do the same thing. So you always want to do some kind of fun thing, though, to get them interested. The second thing, you guys, is to schedule a sharing appointment. So this is number 2, okay? So number 1 is at a party. That's okay. There's 3 things at a party that you need to do, okay? Number 2 is do a sharing appointment. I call it a career chat. You're sending them home with information or giving information over the phone. Videos. Okay, there's a Leah Loughlin video. There's a Jordan Halou video. I have a Fast Fun Facts recorded. This is a career chat, giving them information and following up. Third thing is have a coffee with them, face to face. This is all sharing the opportunity. Sharing the marketing plan is getting together with them. Over coffee, I do a recruiting notebook. Okay, and mine is under my Facebook page. So some of you can get this from your director, but it's under the files, and it's called Recruiting Notebook. And it's in a binder in page protectors, and all I do is turn the pages and go over it. Okay, and the next thing is an event, a success night, or a career breakfast. And then the next thing would be over the phone with your director, a 3-way phone call. So at your party, you guys, we forget that this is where you share the marketing plan. Face-to-face over coffee, a career chat, and usually that's over the phone as well, but maybe having a 3-way phone call with your director, okay, at an event, different things like that. These are all ways in which you share. And this is called layering. You in this room were layered, believe it or not. Think back to how you were recruited. Oh my gosh, I met her at a party. And then she gave me information. And then she talked to me over the phone. And then she had my director talk to me. And then I had coffee. Oh my gosh. And I came to an event. Shut up. Okay. So remember the deck of cards. It's not one thing. Until they say no, you keep layering. So I always look at this and say, what have I not done with her? What have I not done? What have I not done? You guys think about this. On the left-hand side, you can write this down. Skincare changes faces. right? Skincare changes your face. But you guys, the marketing plan, the opportunity changes lives.